Hey guys, it's books for. Hey guys, I'm gonna be reading a book with my brother Nolan. Okay, this is our first reading book. By the way, I'm trying to solve Rubik's Cube while doing this. If you're wondering about the sound in the cube. Anyway, we're gonna be reading the new Dive and Wimpy Kid book called No Brainer. No Brainer. If it's backwards, I'm sorry. I read. It's just. So we're gonna take turns reading each page. So we're gonna read each. I won't be solving the Rubik's Cube while I'm doing that, so you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, let's dive into it. Please subscribe, by the way. I'm starting. Dive of Wimpy Kid, No Brainer by Jeff Kenny. To that. The human brain is supposed to be a supercomputer to do all this amazing supercomputer. But if that's true, so does incredible stuff. I don't. Then if that's true, then I don't know why my brain is always making me do stupid things. What? Like today, as I touched, my brain made me to touch the oven while after it's doing. Yuck! If it's actually a little annoying, but if you think about it, your brain is the one that is to be smart. Okay. I guess it's my own fault for filling my brain with things that aren't important, like video game cheats, codes, and theme songs to old TV shows. Because now there's no room left for stuff that actually matters. The problem with a brain is that there's only a limited amount of room in there, so eventually you run out of storage. And the reason it's hard for old people to learn new things is because their brains are just full. It's called social media, and if you want to like something, you just press this little heart. My turn. Oh, short picture, by the way. Sorry. One of these days, one of these days they're gonna figure out a way to add more memory. And when they do, I'm gonna buy biggest booster pack I can afford. In the meantime, I'm really choosy about what I put in my brain. So when somebody's telling me I don't need to know, I just try to block it out. So then Mrs. O'Malley says she's the one who called me a liar. So I asked her why she was talking to Mr. Ferguson behind my back. La la la, I can't hear you. And Roderick is eating cereals. Punch, punch. Picture. Okay, next page. When you were a kid, the thing that you used your brain for the most is school, and a lot of your brain power goes to memorizing useless stuff, like the names of the vice presidents and the words to preschool songs. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, one thing that's really inconvenient is that your brain is inside your head, so you have to take it everywhere you go. But if they ever figure out a way to deal with that issue, then school is gonna be a whole different thing. I think it would be great if your brain would be grade, if your brain could be at school learning while you're doing things you actually enjoy, like playing laser tag with your friends or hanging out at the arcade, Dad, you can pick up the brain at the end of the day and get all caught up. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there for my opinion. Are you gonna go play laser tag with your friends without a brain? You don't. Can you even walk or blink without a brain? Your brain controls you. So, Greg, you actually are the idiot. Your brain is making you think stuff. For now, I guess you're stuck with the current situation where your body and brain need to be in the same place. And if you're kids, that means you gotta spend a big chunk of your time at school. My problem with that, how long a school day is. Here's a picture. By the way, we're not reading the whole book. This is only part one. So when we get to page 20, we will stop the video and you have to wait for the next. So by the way, we're on page 6. So read that. You will live for 7 hours, but you'll probably only spend 20 minutes a day on actual learning. And that's because most of your time is spent on stuff that doesn't have anything to do with education. Today in fifth period, we spent real time learning about history because a bee got loose in the classroom, and that pretty much kills the chance of anything productive happening. I wish everyone would stop fooling around and just get down to business once school starts. Here's the pic. Mystery picture. Because that way you can get the learning part over with and then be out there before lunchtime. But I think they like to stretch things out and keep you there for as long as possible. The whole reason school was invented because in the first place, back in the olden times, kids were causing too many problems at home while their parents were at work. So they created this whole system of textbooks and lockers and algebra and physical education or phys eds just to get kids out of trouble for a few hours every day. Oh, pardon about sorry, here's the mystery picture that I covered up. Fire axe, slingshot, riding a cat. I don't know how she fit on there. He didn't get a direct shot. Didn't say any. I did it. Wait, when did I see? What translate and then he said it's impossible to laser tag. It was like he's the dumb one. Okay, sorry about that, Mr. Manucation. My parents, but let's go back. Sorry, hey. That means we guess we owe you. We have to give you something if someone subscribes to this video. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be Laycon isn't the only one teaching us. No one stop right there. Stop right there. Really, no one use my sushi. No one stop. We never read anything about Mr. Layton. We didn't read this page yet. Okay. You're in school from the time you're four, four until you're at least 18. And after you're done with your education, you have to get a job and work until you reach old age. So by the time you're through with all that, you're too tired to do anything fun. Still life, guide. If they really wanted to, they could probably teach you everything you actually need to know by the time you're 5 or 6. But I guess parents don't want to have to compete with their kids for a good paying job. Well, and you can read the next 2 pages. Okay. The next 2 pages. So they teach you a little bit at a time so you don't get too smart too quick. Sometimes they don't teach you stuff that you can't even use. That's what's been happening at my school lately. I just took 3 months of Latin with a teacher named Miss Layton, and it was my favorite class. But it turns out he didn't know Latin at all, and he was teaching us nonsense the whole time. Iska tasu namoriskio ismo I'm so Gregorio Latin. It's not Latin. When the school found out Mr. Layton was a fraud, they fired him. So now all I've got to show for the last 3 months of my life is knowing how to order a hamburger in a language that doesn't even exist. Mr. Layton isn't the only one teaching us stuff we can't really use. My social students, my teacher is Miss Lackey, and this is her last year, so the only countries she teaches us about are the ones she's planning to visit with her husband after she retires, Bahamas. And for our last homework assignment, she had us research which cruise ship has the best meal plans. And that is page 20. No. Wait, it's not page 20. Anyway, here's the 2 pictures. And we're done. Sorry, guys. We're never telling you that was page 20 or page 11 or 10 or 12. But but I will show you something. If you repeat this algorithm on the Rubik's Cube more than like 136 times, you can get it to be solved. But I'm not doing 136 times. Sometimes it works on 63. I learned this from a YouTube video. I don't know if it's true or not. But if it's not true, then you have to subscribe. Bye. That's not